But this portal is going to be so powerful. And again, like I said, you're probably already feeling this energy. You're probably feeling it in your body, and we're actually getting prepared for this portal like weeks before it happened, with the crown chakra tingles and the pulsations. And so now, if you have not grounded yourself, you're likely going to feel anxious. So if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling triggered, that is a sign that you need to ground your energy out. And the most important thing that you have to do for this portal is to be present. You have to be fully present, because, like I mentioned, the pathways to the different dimensions, it's much easier, and they're all aligned, so it's much easier to manifest and to connect with the other dimensions. So your manifestations are going to start happening instantly, and you have to be mindful. You have to be conscious of everything that you're saying, that you're thinking, that you're feeling, because all of that will get manifested super, super quick. So someone saying, my ears are ringing a lot last night. Yes, and pay attention to those messages coming in. Let me know what you're experiencing in the chat. Let me know if you're feeling any sensations in your body. But right now, it's a really good time to spend some time with meditation and practicing divination. Divination is basically the art of getting answers from other dimensions. It's communicating with other dimensions. So if you have a loved one who crossed the veil and you want to communicate with them, now is a good time to do that. It's also a good time to connect with your starseed family, with your spirit guides, with angels, and with your higher self. So now is a good time to use pendulums, tarot cards, oracle cards, to practice automatic writing, and these are all the different ways that you can get information from other dimensions. Because the reason why this is happening right now is because the Earth and the Sun are aligned in a unique way, so that the magnetic field of the Earth and the magnetic field of the Sun are sort of interacting, and this is causing an alignment between the different dimensions. And so different types of energy, like cosmic energy, that is not normally available to us, is available during this equinox portal. It's the same situation for the solstice. So these gateway portals are huge. There's actually been research done where just like you have a chakras in your body, and we have meridian lines in our body. So when you go to get acupuncture, they usually put the needles in the meridian points. So Mother Earth also has these chakras and meridian points, and we call these ley lines. So the ley lines are basically these huge, highly active, energetic areas, and they're actually connecting with different areas of the world, and these energetic lines are called ley lines. So during the solstice and the equinox, these ley lines come together, and they're actually in sync with each other. That's why the energy is so incredibly powerful. It's not by accident that our ancestors all over the world, across Europe, across the Americas, across Asia, across Africa, it's not by accident that there are so many sacred sites all around our planet that are directly aligned with the equinox and solstice portals. So it's really a powerful gateway. Someone in the chat is saying that I'm waking up feeling nauseous, and it is because this energy is so intense. So if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling nauseous, if you're getting triggered, that is a sign that you need to ground. So one of the things, because the energy is so intense right now, and I can tell you from my own experience, this is the strongest portal that I have experienced so far. And we had so many portals back in 2020, but I can feel the energy of this one is just on a whole new level. And that is because we are entering a whole new chapter. So if you're feeling nauseous, if you're feeling sick, this is your body telling you that there's something out of alignment. And during the equinox, there's a perfect amount of daylight and nighttime. So there's 12 hours of sun, 12 hours of darkness, and this is just showing us the balance that our Earth is experiencing during the equinox. So what's happening externally has to happen internally as well. So ask your body, where does alignment need to come into my body? Where am I experiencing dis-ease. So where you're experiencing unbalance in your body, and bring back balance into your body. One great way to do this is to communicate with your body, because your body has so much wisdom. And if you're feeling nauseous, if you're getting cold-like symptoms, that is a sign that your body's purging. And we've been purging during this 3-month period. So from the 1221 portal with the solstice and the Great Conjunction, so that was one huge gateway, and now we're at another huge gateway. And in between, that was the cocoon phase. That was when we were like internally. We were supposed to be doing our inner work. Same thing as what's happening externally. So in the northern hemisphere, we were in winter. And what happens in winter? All the animals go into hibernation. The plants also go into a hibernation, and the birds are also migrating. So we just have to observe what's happening in nature and apply that to our lives. So remember to create more balance in your life, okay? Another great way to work with this portal is by using sound healing. So the thing about this portal, it's really opening up a whole new gateway into a new life for yourself, but also a new chapter for the collective. So this ascension process, it's happening both individually and at the collective level as well. And so when we're stepping into our new chapters, it's so important that you step into it with your intuition. You step into it using the heart, using your soul as your guiding compass. Why? Because the mind, everything that you're thinking, everything that the mind thinks is based on the past. It's based on our conditioning, things that happened in our past, our memories, etc. We are moving forward, and we need to learn to think differently, to see differently, and to act differently. But the mind is going to be more delayed in adjusting to this new chapter than the body. And that's why it's so important for us to connect with the heart. And one great way to avoid being stuck in the 3D, in the matrix, in this world of duality, one great way to avoid being stuck in the past is by practicing sound healing. Why? Because sound healing allows your body, allows your brain, allows your soul to get really in tune with its harmony. Why? Because sound, your brain doesn't process sound, it just experiences it. So therefore, it's less likely that the ego is going to get involved in the process, because sound is the frequency that just bypasses the brain, and it does what it needs to do without the ego coming up into the play and acting up. So practice sound healing. I would recommend, if you have a singing bowl, if you have a crystal bowl, if you have tuning forks, or the most powerful type of sound healing at all is your own voice. Practice toning, practice chanting, and there are so many beautiful chants that you can use right now. Something that I am doing is I'm chanting light language. So light language it's language from the stars. It sounds like alien language, and it also sounds like gibberish. But just allow yourself to express this, because again, the mind is has no comprehension for this. But actually, when I was really self-conscious about me using light language, because I was like, oh my gosh, this is gibberish. It just sounds so weird. And then when I explained to someone what I was chanting, I said the word Daka, and that actually means those who practice alchemy in an ancient language. So again, just really let your mind get out of the way during this equinox. Why? Because the mind is stuck in the past, and you need to move into your future. You need to move into this new chapter. And so just practice light language. Just allow any sounds that want to come through you to come through you. If you want to play some music in the background, if you want to light some incense to make you relax, that is a good way to practice. Actually, something amazing that you can do is when you're taking a bath, because water is an amazing conductor of electricity, of energy. So when you're taking a bath, that is the most optimal place to practice sound healing, which is either chanting. You can also sing any mantras that resonate with you. You can play mantras in your house with big speakers. That's what I would recommend that you do the day before the equinox. I like to use the Ganesh mantra to remove obstacles. So I'm going to be playing that, blasting through my house. Also, on the day of the equinox, open up all your windows, open up all your doors, and allow as much fresh air and sunlight to come into your home to bring in this new fresh energy. It's also a great day to sage your space. If you have any plants that you like to work with or incense, that's a great practice to do as well. One thing that the guides asked me to remind you guys is to connect with the wisdom and power of your heart during this equinox. Again, this is a huge portal, and the messages that are coming in, the energies that are coming in, and what's going to happen in your life for the next 3 months, it's going to be something so different, so new that your mind cannot comprehend it. That's why you have to allow the power of your heart, the power of the wisdom that lies in here to guide you. Okay, so that's what you should do for your manifesting. When you're manifesting, you have to allow yourself to manifest from your soul rather than from your ego. So maybe spend some time over these next few days reflecting, what do you really want? What is your heart's desire for this next chapter of your life? And again, go through it without any limitations. It doesn't matter if your manifestation is something so crazy and wild, because I guarantee you that our world is going to change so incredibly much over these next few months. And in these next 3 years, our world is going to look so different. And 10 years from now, once the fifth dimensional energies really sink into the institutions and the core of our planet, it's going to be a whole new world. That's why this is known as the new age, the golden age of Aquarius. Why? Because we are truly creating a new world. And again, this has been written in the stars. It's been written in so many ancient texts. It's been written both in the Mayan text, in the Native American text, in Asia, the Buddhist calendar. So this is not something that is new. This is actually something that has been forecasted for thousands of years, and we are living during these amazing times. So this is such a blessing to be experiencing this and tune into that excitement. Yes, the world is crazy right now. There's so much transformation. There's so much chaos happening, but get excited about it, because from chaos, something else will be birthed. And again, a new society will be birthed, and it's our it's our role to create this new world. And the best way to do that is by creating a new life for yourself first, creating a life of harmony, of balance, of abundance, of joy, of unconditional love and acceptance in your own life, a life of authenticity. And once you activate that in your energy body, once you activate that, it's like you're sparked. And then your spark helps to light up your community, people in your home, people in your city, people in your country, because there has been research done, and this is connected to the morphic field research that's been done at Oxford University, that one person across the world, let's say someone living in California, can affect someone living in China. And that is because we are all connected by this web of life. And slowly, science is going to start to catch up to this. We're already starting to see so many scientific breakthroughs. There's been research done about how scientists have communicated with people who are lucid dreaming. And you can see that life beyond the veil, life beyond the physical matter is there, and we're slowly starting to get access to it. And this equinox is a great time for you to connect with this other dimension and get wisdom, get insights, really work with this amazing opportunity that is being gifted to us. So I'm going to read your comments, But before I read your comments, I want to remind you that this Friday is Soul Family Friday, so we're actually going to be doing a global manifesting meditation on YouTube Live at 1 p.m. Pacific time. We'll also have a recording, and for this Soul Family Friday, it's going to be very special because we're going to manifest that these changes that are happening from third dimension to fifth dimension, that these changes that we're seeing in our world, that we're going to manifest that they happen in the most optimal way, so that it happens quickly in divine timing, so that as few people as possible need to die, as few people as possible need to suffer. And so we're going to be manifesting this because, again, transformation can be difficult. So we're going to send this into our planet, and we're also going to be activating the different energy portals of our planet. So just like you have portals in your body, your chakras are portals, and you can travel into your chakras, into these portals. Mother Earth also has portals, which are her chakras. And so what we're going to be doing is, a lot of these portals have not been activated, or their energy is very mild. And it's because we've been in these dark ages, right? Our consciousness is slowly starting to wake up at the collective level. And so now we can help to speed up this awakening process for the collective and of our planet by activating the energy points of our planet and of sacred sites all around the world. So the sacred sites around the world that has been there for thousands of years, some of them are super strong still, some of them are very mild. So what we're going to do is we're going to send energy into these areas of the world to really allow as much divine and cosmic divine energy to flow into our planet. So again, that this ascension process happens in divine timing and as joyfully as possible. And so let me see what you guys are writing in the chat. Oh, happy birthday. Yeah, happy birthday to all the Pisces out there and all the Aries. We're starting Aries season. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and Aries season starts the day of the equinox. And so, all of these are pointing us towards new beginnings. And on the equinox itself, because Aries is a fire sign, Aries is all about acting, that is a good day to write down your goals. Okay, so this is another manifestation tip. Writing down helps you to materialize and bring your manifestations from the etheric plane down into our physical plane. So it's sort of creating a bridge between the two dimensions when you write down your manifestations. So it's a good time to write down your manifestations, write down your goals for the next 3 months, for this next season. And this will help you to really activate that Aries energy, because Aries is fire and it's about acting. We need to act in order to manifest. Manifesting is a beautiful balance between our divine magnetic energy, which is known as feminine energy, and our divine electric energy, which is known as masculine energy. And so with the magnetic energy, it's all about attracting things to us, law of attraction. And it's also about taking action. And so you need to unite these two energies to really manifest and materialize your manifestations. And so at our ceremony this Saturday, we're going to be activating our solar plexus chakra, which is the center of your personal power. It's all about you having the confidence to achieve what you want. And we're going to be doing a manifesting ritual, an alchemy ritual that is 9 times more powerful and will help you to manifest much quicker and easier. So if you want to join that, the information is in the link in the description of this video. Also, the Soul Family Friday Global Meditation link is also in the description of this video, so you can check those two out. Okay, so let me know if you guys have any questions. I already made a separate video about how to prepare for the equinox, so I will add that to the description of this video. So I won't repeat myself too much, because there I explain specific rituals and what crystals to use, etc., etc. I think something that I did not mention in that video is the importance of releasing before you manifest. So because we are going through this huge shift, and again, it's both at the collective and at the individual level, we are being called to release karmic cycles that we've been playing over and over and over and over and over again. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this shape. I'm trying to look for my pyramid. So this shape of the spiral, you've probably seen it in so many different cultures. This shape of the spiral, why is it shown in so many different cultures? Because this spiral represents this cycle of reincarnation, but also the cycle that we choose to stay on. Okay, when we want to play with karma, and karma now is starting to become a choice. Before, karma was not a choice. Now karma is a choice. Again, we're ending a 26,000-year-old cycle. That's why karma is a choice now. And that's why you can stop going around this loop. Okay, you can stop going around this external loop and just go down into the center. And again, the more that you release karma, the more that you'll connect with your soul's essence at its center. And so I love the spiral. It's such a powerful symbol, and that's why it's seen across all cultures. And now is a good time for you to release any karma, both karma from your childhood, karma from your past life, and karma from your ancestors. So we have 2 meditations in the description of this video that will help you to release that energy that you're holding on to, because in order for you to receive your manifestations, you need to get rid of your blocks. Because a block, again, explaining that in the physical plane is not the end-all be-all. Because let's say you have a relationship block. So here's a relationship blocking you. And here's a relationship that wants to come to you. And so this relationship cannot come to you. It cannot be accepted by you because you have this block, and this person is not being allowed into your life. So what do we need to do is we need to release this block so that we can receive our manifestations. So that is a key part of manifesting, releasing your blocks. So spend the time today, do it today, because you want to take as much time as possible with this manifesting portal, right? So try to do your releasing as quick as possible first, and then do your manifesting. That will get you better results. Also, I love this because we have 88 people live on this chat, and it reminds me of the infinity symbol that I talked about in my video. Well, let's first off, let's start talking about 8 as the number of abundance. 8 is the number of abundance. Abundance is infinite. And one thing also that the guides wanted me to remind you is that you don't have abundance, you are abundant. So make that make that block that you need to have abundance, just release it. And just remind yourself, again, I'm just here as a guide reminding you everything that you already know. Maybe some things that you forgot while we were here sleeping in this human experience. And now it's time for us to wake up to our soul. And so with the number 8, it's all about abundance, and you are abundant. So just remember that. Use that affirmation. Again, sound healing is so powerful. Use sound, use affirmations, use chants to help you to embrace this new identity, this new version of yourself that you have. And so with 8, when you flip it sideways, and also let's just talk about 8 for a quick second, okay? So in 2012, on December 21st, we had that huge portal that the Mayans were forecasting. So 2012 was a big shift for us. 8 years later, and again, things happen in 8-year cycles. 8 years later, we have 2020 with the December 21st solstice in great conjunction, okay? And then again, these time periods will keep showing up. Why? Because 8 is the number of infinity. And so when you flip it sideways, it looks like the infinity sign. So what does the infinity sign represent? The infinity sign represents many things. One of them being that this is the past, right? One of the ends of the infinity sign. The center point where they meet is the present, and then the other end point is the future. And one key thing for this equinox is that's why I started off this video saying that you have to be as present as possible. Why? Because manifesting is happening so incredibly quickly, and you have to be as present as possible to make sure that you're manifesting what you actually want. the information that you're going to be receiving is going to come down, 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 down. And the more that you're present here in this moment in your body, not in your mind, not in your thoughts, the more beneficial it will be for you. And so that's another key thing that I spoke about in my other video about the importance of staying in your body. So watch that other video where I share techniques about staying in your body and doing fasting to actually anchor all this energy that's coming into our planet. Okay, let me see if you guys have any questions. Hey Laura. Hey Donna. Hey Alexis. Okay, I'm scrolling down to see if you guys have any questions. Also, there's a lot of stuff happening right now in the dream world. There's a lot of things happening in that etheric plane. So write down your dreams. I would highly recommend that as well. Because there's going to be so many symbols in your dreams and so many messages. So let me know in the chat if you guys have any questions about anything that I just said. If you have any questions about the equinox itself. Hey Olivia, why are you so amazing? You know, I'm a reflection of you. So what you see in me is actually what you're seeing in yourself as well. Should we just meditate to manifest or what? Again, there are so many different ways to manifest. I'm going to add a video up in the cards. It's 9 tips for manifesting. So all the different ways that you can manifest. Like I said, now is a good time to practice sound healing, so you can use affirmations. Also write down your affirmations, and in meditation, and personally it's my favorite way to manifest. And also in your daily life, you are always manifesting. Everything that you're saying, everything that you're thinking, everything that you're feeling is manifesting, because it's as if you are a Wi-Fi router. We're like walking Wi-Fi routers, and everything that we're feeling and saying and thinking is being sent out into the universe. So we're the Wi-Fi router. You can think about the universe as the internet, and what you're sending out is what's going to come back in. So you're always manifesting. That's a key thing that you need to remember for this equinox, because manifesting is happening so quickly. So try to be as present as possible. Okay, let me see. Any tips to effectively write goals or manifestations? Yes. So what's important that you write your manifestations as if they have already been accomplished. Why? Because it falls in line with the principles of the infinity sign. If I'm already saying that I have created 3 healing temples around the world and a foundation, and I'm so grateful for it, it's like I already have it. So my present is affecting my future. And so you want to make it in the present tense as if you already have it. So that's a tip. Also, there's a specific way to write your manifestations down, and I'm going to share that ritual at our ceremony this Saturday. How can I tap into my intuition? Connect with your heart space. And also, meditation will help you to connect with your heart space if you have difficulty doing that. Suggestions on what essential oils to diffuse during the equinox. So that's a great question, and my answer is I personally love peppermint, and I love frankincense and myrrh. I find that frankincense and myrrh really help to open up my third eye, so my intuition, and then peppermint helps me to wake up all my senses. But guess what? I have my own preferences, and you have your own preferences, and you have a different body, and I have a different body. So connect with your intuition. Ask, which oil is going to help me the most? So just connect with your intuition, and your intuition is going to help you to pick the right oil. Let me see what else, you guys, what questions you have. May I give the participation to the equinox meditation as a present to a friend? Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's a beautiful gift. Yes, and that's something else that I want to talk about, because when you manifest with other people, it makes your manifestations 3 times more powerful. And this is based on the quantum laws of the universe. Nikola Tesla, if you guys haven't heard of him, was this brilliant scientist, innovator, and he actually studied the pyramids. He studied sacred geometry, and he found a way to create renewable and sustainable energy so that we can have free energy on our planet. But his inventions were censored by guess who? And so a lot of his patents were lost once he passed away, and also there's like mystery around how he passed away. But Nikola Tesla, he had this law of 369 and looking at these numbers because they would constantly be repeated in the universe, and they were very unique. So when you meditate with someone else, it makes your manifestations 3 times more powerful. And so grab a friend, grab a loved one. Also, pets count because pets have a soul and pets have energy. So you're going to be leveraging that energy. And when you meditate with someone else, it helps to boost your manifestations, but it also helps you to manifest what they're manifesting. And that's exactly why we host group meditations. We're going to be hosting one this Friday here on YouTube, and we're going to be hosting one this Saturday on Zoom, where we're going to be manifesting with our soul, with our higher self, and we're also going to be activating our solar plexus chakra. And not just that, we're also going to do an alchemy ritual to not only make your manifestation 9 times more powerful, but also to remove any distortions, any unnecessary challenges, any unnecessary things from your life for the next 3 months. Because yes, we're meant to experience challenges because challenges help us to grow and expand, but certain challenges, we don't need them. And now we have the choice to say, no, I don't need to experience that. I'm going to choose to experience something else. You have the choice to align with whichever timeline that you want now. Before that was not the case. Before we had to experience karma, now it's a choice. Okay, so yes, if you want to gift the Equinox meditation to a friend, all you have to do is, when you're purchasing, write your friend's email in the email section, and then they will get the information. Is there any problem if I ask to manifest the same thing several times? Is there any chance to manifest incorrectly? Yes, the way that you will manifest incorrectly is if you manifest with your ego. And by the way, if you manifest with your ego, you will get what you want. But be careful for what you want, because is it really the best thing for you? Again, the ego is so limited by the mind's experience. And so when you meditate, when you manifest from your heart, from your soul, you're able to manifest things that you truly want and that are truly good for you. So yes, you can manifest repeatedly. That's perfect. That actually helps your brain to rewire the neurons. And so you're training your brain to start acting and attracting things to make that a reality. So yes, doing it several times is a good practice. Okay, let me see. I heard Tesla is from Arcturus. So he has many different starseed connections, as we all do. Just like humans on Earth, you can say, I am Polish, but you're likely Polish and something else. And so with starseeds, it's also the case. It's there's no being on our planet right now, no human being on our planet right now that is only from one starseed. We have a mixture of all of them, and especially us as humans, because the starseeds, the Galactic Federation, decided to put all of the DNA of all of the different starseed families in our DNA. So we have reptilian, we have gray, we have all of them. But so Nikola Tesla, yes, he was connected to Arcturians and also to Venusians. Oh, that's so cool, Laura, that you're an electrical engineer because of his work. Yeah, like, I'm excited to see what inventions you're going to come up with. Is there a reason why we have an ego? Yes, because the ego is there to help you to awaken. Your ego is not your enemy. A lot of the spiritual messages online. They're saying, you know, kill the ego, you know, ignore the ego. No, your ego is just your inner child. It's part of you that you need to heal, and it's part of you that you need to integrate, because it's necessary to have an ego. Think of the ego is all about sustaining itself for survival. Okay, if you did not sustain for survival, you would be killed by, your ancestors would be killed by tigers, by hippopotamus, by alligators. And today, if you weren't afraid of survival, you would walk down the highway and get hit by a car. So an ego is helpful, but an ego that's out of balance is not helpful. That's why you have to integrate your ego and find that balance. I have my youngest daughter for manifestation. That is awesome. That is so cool, Debs. And I wonder, did you practice sex alchemy for that? Like, did you manifest her through that way? Because that would be super powerful. What is a great meditation that you recommend to release all blocks? So I posted 2 different meditations that you can do to release your blocks in the description of this video, so check those out. Go read the description, or better yet, don't read the description. Like, as you're hovering your mouse or your finger over the 2, see which one you're guided to. Allow your intuition to guide you between the 2. Also, now we have 99 people on this live. 9 represents endings, so exactly what this is all about. We're ending these karmic cycles, and again, that's why it's important for you guys to release. It's so important to release. The solstice meditation has helped me. How did it help you, Aaliyah? I'm so happy and grateful to hear that it's helped you. How has it helped you? How do you balance the ego? Through shadow work. I have a shadow work meditation on YouTube, so go to our meditation playlist and check that out. What if I have multiple things I want to manifest that are closely related? Should I just pick one thing, or can I tie a few things into one manifestation? You can do whatever you want. Like, we are entering a whole new chapter, and what I am trying to convey to you is that all the limitations that we think we have, like, does it have to be this way? Do I have to write it down? Do I have to say it? All of these things are no longer relevant. We are no longer binded by all the things from the past. Manifest from this space where you are really tuning in with that limitless aspect of your being, which is your soul. Your soul is infinite. And again, this chapter that we're entering in Ascension is a chapter filled with expansion, with freedom and liberation. We are finally being liberated from these karmic cycles, and we are truly entering a new phase in our human evolution and in our planet's evolution itself. So do not limit yourself. Does Moldavite help with manifesting? I would be very mindful and intentional when working with Moldavite. Moldavite is a meteorite, so it has super high frequencies because it's coming from outer space, and because it has this cosmic fast energy, it will bring so much transformation and change into your life very quickly. Some of us are not equipped to handle that, some of us are, depending on where we are in our spiritual journeys. So just be very mindful of if you want to work with Moldavite for manifesting. How's manifesting with Rose Quartz? That's a beautiful crystal to manifest with. And again, why is it so powerful? Because Rose Quartz helps you to tune in with your heart, and you'll be able to manifest from your heart space. And the energies, the frequencies from the heart space are much more powerful than the energies and frequencies coming from the mind. Not in a spiritual sense, in a scientific sense, because the magnetic energy of our heart is 5,000 times more powerful than the magnetic energy coming from our minds. So definitely, I would love for you to work with Rose Quartz if you're guided to. Also, quartz in general is such an incredible crystal because it helps us to amplify everything. So quartz is the amplifier. I mean, almost the majority of the most popular crystals today are quartz. Like amethyst is considered a quartz, citrine is considered a quartz, rose quartz is obviously a quartz. So yes, I think that's a great crystal to work with. How do you know if your Kundalini is awakening? So my legs are tingling. So my legs are tingling as well, actually. So that's cool. My feet are tingling. So, and again, like as we're sharing this space together, right? As we're creating this experience together right now. So we are already working magic because as I'm saying these words, your body is processing things and it's shifting around things. So it doesn't even have to be a meditation that we have to do. We just have to share this space together, and that's why these spaces of community are so important right now. And we need to find more opportunities for us to connect. I know it's difficult right now because of social isolation, but try to cultivate this in your life. And again, it can happen either virtually or you can do it in person. Either way, it's still as powerful. I mean, you can see it in all of our meditations. Everyone experiences so much in their bodies. Why? Because we are connecting. We may not be connecting in this 3D physical plane, but we are connecting in the etheric planes. And so that's why it's important for us to connect. And that's why I said, do a group meditation for the equinox, like with your friends, with your family, or join us on Saturday to do that. Also, if you're watching this video and it's already past Saturday, you can still join the ceremony because the way that we program our ceremonies and meditations is that it's like we create an energy imprint that sits out of space and time. So anyone who connects with that energy imprint will still be able to leverage the energy of the group. So it doesn't matter if you watch the recording, it's still going to be as beneficial. Let me see, I missed what someone said. Oh, how do you know if your Kundalini is awakening? So, hey Sandy, so you can identify if your Kundalini is awakening. Some physical representations of that is your body will start to shake. Like it'll feel a little bit weird, but your body will just start to shake and tingle uncontrollably. Also, like if you're not grounded, it may cause a lot of anxiety. So when your Kundalini is awakening, number one thing you do is go sit on the earth. And I know that's easy for you because you're in Hawaii, so you're blessed with that. So definitely go spend some time sitting with the earth. How is fasting helping the energies to manifest? So I talk about fasting in my other video. I'll put it in the description of this video. But fasting, it helps to clear out your energy field. Just like we're holding blocks, right? We're holding relationship blocks, confidence blocks, health blocks, all of these blocks. We're holding them in our energy field, in our energy body. Because your body does not end here. Your body extends at least 3 to 6 feet out, as proven by the Heart Math Institute with their magnometers that they use to measure the aura. So your energy field extends out around you. And so these blocks are sitting there. When you eat things that are dense in energy, like processed foods and artificial things, those will create blocks within your body as well because it's artificial. Your body's not used to eating that. Do you think your grandparents that were gathering berries out in the forest 10,000 years ago, do you think they were microwaving popcorn? Do you think they were eating sugar that came from a chemical in a lab? They were not doing that. So the body's like, oh, this is weird. Like, this doesn't belong in my body. And so the body has difficulty to process and absorb the nutrients from these foods. So that's why fasting is important, because when you eat high vibrational foods, organic and raw foods, it helps you to keep your vessel in a really high vibration. And when you're in a high vibration, your energy field is expanded and it's clear, and you're able to receive your manifestations, and you're able to send out the signals for your manifestations out. Any books you recommend for alchemy? Hey Alexis, so I was texting my teacher who I learned alchemy with. I learned alchemy with different teachers, and I texted one of my teachers, and he actually he channeled a book about alchemy, about the elements, but he asked me not to share it with people, and I asked that was when he gave it to me 2 years ago, and then I just texted him again, and he said that it's not ready to be published because I guess the world is not ready for it, but as soon as he publishes it, he decides that it's time, I will definitely let you guys know. And I did not learn alchemy from any books. If you are interested, I learned, if you're wondering, I learned them from nature. I learned them from the masters I studied with around the world. So what I would recommend, if you're interested in practicing alchemy, that you connect with nature and connect with the elements in your body. That is a great place to start. Okay. Do labradorite and freenite help with manifesting? I know labradorite is for the third eye, and I think it's also for the heart chakra, so yeah, labradorite would be good. Freenite, I'm not so sure about that. You can look it up though to see what chakras it connects with. Yeah, pyrite is a great crystal, and I shared what crystals to use for manifesting in that other video, so I'll put it in the description of this video so you guys can watch that as well, because that one has more information about why this portal is so big. It has more information about how it's connected to the December 21st portal, and it has more information about how to manifest, the history of the equinox, and like just so many other things that I shared there. Oh yeah, that's right. So Victoria just reminded me that I have a crystal class. So I do have a crystal class where you can learn to connect with crystals and talk to the crystal beings inside. So if you guys are interested, I'll add that in the description of this video as well. I totally forgot about that crystal class I had. I've been having heart palpitations. Yeah, that's an ascension symptom. Probably your higher heart chakra is opening up. Because again, this ascension process, we're moving from having like 7 chakras to being aware of the other chakras that we have. And so the higher heart chakra is one chakra that's starting to open up for more people now. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Justice Divinity Tarot. I really appreciate that. I appreciate you too. I really appreciate all of you guys. She said, just wanted to say I appreciate you and have so much gratitude towards you for holding your light and helping raise the vibration of the planet. My Kundalini awakened last year and I understand you. I'm so grateful to hear that. And again, like, that's why it's so important for us to connect, because the more that we connect, the more that we remind each other of our divinity, because we're all helping each other awaken. So I'm so grateful it's been help you. Does your video share the best way to fast? There is no best way to fast because we all have different bodies, so you always have to connect with your own body to see what fast resonates with you. Lower back pain is also Kundalini rise. Lower back pain is a sign that you have your root chakra blocked. So you're likely not feeling safe either in your body or financially secure or physically secure. So we have a root chakra activation, and it helps to clear that energy and to open up and balance your root chakra, and that's on YouTube. So go to our meditations playlist and check that out. But yeah, right now is a really important time for us to right now is a really good time for us to really sit in our bodies, because These energies are super intense and they're very high, so there's going to be a tendency to just space out and just really be in your mind, or like sometimes what used to happen to me earlier on in my journey as I started to open up and channel more, is that I would just like stop in a daze and I would look like a zombie. Like I would literally just like be blank-eyed and just like staring in a room like this because I would be receiving a message and honey would be like, "What? Are you okay? What's going on?" And again, it's because we're not used to being in our bodies as starseeds, and we need to connect with our bodies more to really integrate everything that's coming in. So it's really important. So someone's saying, my body has been aching. I think I've been doing shadow work. Any tips on how to soothe that? Like, be gentle to your body. Be gentle to your body. Ask your body what it wants. Does it want a massage? Does it want to take a nap? Like, ask your body what it wants, because it will talk to you. Our bodies can talk to us. What if the lower back feels more like a pressure and occurs during the meditations? Yes, that's a sign that your root chakra is blocked or something is stuck there. So you need to focus on breathing with the earth and really to just activate that sense of safety, that sense of stability in yourself. Because again, the root chakra is affected by our physical safety, our financial situation, and whether we're feeling stable in the world or there's like we're just chaotic and we're letting all the storms on the outside affect us on the inside. Yeah, so it's very important that you balance your root chakra and ground. Let's talk about grounding. Grounding, you cannot manifest without grounding, because a lot of people, they're like, okay, I'm gonna visualize my 3-story house. I'm gonna visualize my ideal romantic partner. I'm gonna manifest $10 million. I'm gonna manifest a beautiful beach body. People want to manifest these things, and their manifestations are stuck in the etheric plane. And that's why you have to ground, so that you can bring these into your physical life. Because we are physical beings living in this 3D world. Of course, we're spiritual beings having a human experience, but we are experiencing that in this 3D plane. So remember to ground and listen to that root chakra activation on our YouTube. Yeah. Oh, also, so Victoria said, my Kundalini opened up during Claudia's crystal class. I was not expecting that to happen. So when your Kundalini is rising and opening, like, you have to drink a lot of water. Even right now during the equinox, drink so much water, because water helps to flush out your systems. So, and also because these activations are intense, like I even had a little headache before doing this live. It's gone now because I was drinking water. But if you have headaches on these like areas of your head, like the lobes, then that's a sign that you're dehydrated. So you need to drink a lot of water so that the activations that are coming in, that you will be able to receive them in a joyful way, and you won't be feeling nauseous and getting headaches and etc., etc. Okay, so I hope you guys have a beautiful start to Aries season. Remember that use this fire energy of Aries to act on your manifestations. Now is the time to get things done, unless you are in the southern hemisphere where you're transitioning from summer to fall. So if you're in the southern hemisphere, now is the time to wrap everything up, like wrap up your projects, and to also enjoy the fruits of your labor. So everything that you've worked for in the past 2 seasons, now is the time to reap those rewards. So remember to celebrate, but also bring closure to your projects. And if you're in the northern hemisphere, then remember to act. This is a time of rebirth, and it's a time for you to, just like the flowers are blossoming, they're giving us their delicious smells. It's time for you to start to blossom and to bring this opening into everything that you want to manifest. If you want to manifest a relationship, a healthy body, an awesome career, awesome confidence, you need to start investing into that with your effort, okay? fire energy. Use your fire energy over these next 3 months. Also, there's no planets in retrograde right now. There are no planets in retrograde until mid-April. So now is the time to move forward, move forward, move forward. I'm going to be legalizing the foundation that we're creating. So we're creating a foundation to create healing centers around the world. So I'm going to be legalizing that after this equinox. I've been waiting to do that again so I can move forward with this beneficial energy that is creating this new chapter. So just remember to act. And when you are manifesting, again, it's this perfect balance of allowing things to happen and acting. You know, just remember, life is always a dance. And the music is always changing, so that balance is always going to keep changing. So just remember to bring that more balance, more intuition, more flow into your life. And I'm wishing you such an amazing portal. May you have the most amazing beginnings that you can ever imagine. May they completely blow everything that you wanted out of the park, out of this world, because you do deserve the world and so much more. And trust yourself that you do deserve that, because otherwise you would not be here on earth during this incredible time of transformation. You wouldn't be here if you were not meant to be here, okay? So just know that you deserve this. And I can't wait to connect with you guys this Friday at our Soul Family Friday Global Meditation, where we're going to be manifesting the most optimal timeline for the collective, and we're going to be activating the Earth's grids. And if you guys want to join our manifesting ceremony for the Equinox portal, it's going to be on Saturday. If you can't join on Saturday, no worries. Again, the portal is going to be open for, like, the peak of it will be open for 3 days after. And of course, that energy will always still be lingering there for a few days. So I hope you have an incredible next few days. Really tune into this power. Listen to the messages that are coming in. Take some time to sit with yourself, because this energy, I have never felt energy like this before. It's not even like I'm at a sacred site. When you're at a sacred site, you will feel the energy there. But I'm feeling what I felt there here in my own apartment. And it is because this energy, this portal is so incredibly powerful, and the energy coming in is so beautiful. So definitely work with it so that you can create this new chapter full of grace and ease. Bye everyone. See you on Friday. Much love.